faith, Philemon, just as you are my child in the faith. He says, whom I have begotten in my imprisonment, who formerly was useless to you. Now here's a play on words. The name Onesimus actually means useful, but there was a time in his life when he was useless. I want you to turn back to 1 Corinthians chapter 1. This portion of Scripture is a constant reminder to us, I believe, chapter 6. 1 Corinthians chapter 6 stands as a reminder, verses 9 through 11, stands as a reminder that all of us were formerly something. All of us were formerly something. It says in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9, or do you not know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? You were formerly in that number. It says, oh, when the saints go marching in, I want to be in that number. You were not in that number. He said, do not be deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor homosexuals, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor swindlers will inherit the kingdom of God. Such were some of you. But you were washed. You were sanctified. You were in that number. You were washed. You were sanctified. You were justified in the name of the Lord Jesus and in the Spirit of our God. Listen, all of us were formerly something. And some of you all are still formerly, but you can have a new life in Christ. So Paul gives his letter to Philemon. He says, Onesimus gives his letter to Philemon. He says, I appeal to you, verse 10, for my child Onesimus, who has been gotten in my imprisonment. While I'm here in Rome, he showed up in Rome and he received the gospel of Jesus Christ, got saved and began to serve me and the saints. And the saints have been refreshed through this brother who was useless to you. Now he is useful to us. He says in 11, who formerly was useless to you, but now is useful both to you and to me. I want you to make a real quick note that his name means useful, but he was useless. It took God's grace to get him to line up to who he really was. Listen, don't throw in the towel on folk. Allow God to do something in their lives. God is sovereignly moving in people's lives. You can't move people to do and be who God wants them to be. You got to allow God to sovereignly move them in the same way that he moved you. And by the way, it's not on your timetable. He says he was useless to you, but now he is useful both to you and to me. Verse 12, he says, I have sent him back to you in person. I would imagine Philemon is glancing up at Onesimus every now and then when he's reading this letter. And he's looking at Onesimus, as he's reading this letter and Paul is appealing to him, he says in verse 12, I send him back to you in person. That is sending my very heart. And Paul is softening Philemon up for Onesimus. He's now says that this is my child. He was begotten by me in my imprisonment. He is a help to me. I'm sending him back to you. This is my heart. So look at this. It's real interesting that Paul has this relationship with Onesimus, and what he's asking Philemon to do is to treat Onesimus in the same way that he would treat Paul. He says, I'm sending you my very heart, whom I wish to keep with me, so that on your behalf he might minister to me in my imprisonment for the gospel. But without, verse 14, but without your consent I did not want to do anything, so that your goodness would not be in effect by compulsion, but of your own free will. He's basically saying, listen, I wanted to keep Onesimus here to help me, but I didn't think it was right. I wanted to send him back to you so that he can get it right with you. And if you want to send him back, then that's cool. But ultimately, he is your slave, and you need to deal with him. But I'm appealing with you to forgive him with the proper motivation. Verse 15. Here's the sovereignty of God. For perhaps he was for this reason separated from you for a while, that you would have him back forever. Don't miss that. Listen, that person who did you wrong, perhaps it was for a reason. See, I ain't trying to hear that. I don't know what the reason is. I ain't feeling that. On last week, we talked about God being the God of comfort. Remember that? Who comforts us in all of our afflictions so that we can comfort others with the same comfort that we have been comforted with. Maybe God sovereignly allowed Onesimus to run away from Philemon so that he can hear the gospel of Jesus Christ. Maybe that person ended up going to prison so that they can hear the gospel of Jesus Christ and be saved. You all know how proud I am of my mom, who went on to be with the Lord. And I remember talking with my mom as a kid. My mom would tell us, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, but she would never follow through on her wishes. And when I got older, in fact, I remember I was 16 years old, I asked my mom, I said, don't call us anymore. I remember that. At 16 years old, I said, because I was so disappointed with being disappointed. I was tired of being disappointed. I didn't understand the abuse that she had in her life. I didn't understand the reasons why she wasn't there. I was just a selfish kid who knew that I didn't want to get hurt anymore. And when God brought our relationship back together, I had some questions. I thought that it would be beneficial for me to have the answers to the questions that I had in my mind. As a child, you really want to know, why weren't you there? You know, when I had football games, when I did this and I did that, why weren't you there? So I grew up quick, and I wanted to ask my mom, and I didn't want to know, but I wanted to know. So I can remember having a conversation with her. I said, Mom, so why weren't you there? And she began to tell me her story. And what a story it was. My mom, a long story short, was abused most of her life. And the way that she dealt with her abuse was with drugs, and the drugs led to other things, and ultimately my mother ended up in prison. And she stayed in prison for about 20-something years. I don't know if you all knew that. About 20-something years my mother spent in prison. And in prison, God saved her. God saved her soul in prison. And listen, and my mom was the most forgiving person that I know. She hurt a lot of people while she was on drugs, and she did a lot of things, and I can remember having a conversation with her, and I said, well, Mom, how did you get to this place, like where you are right now? I mean, she was out of prison, and life was good for her. She was living a productive life, and you couldn't play her. I miss talking with my mother, because she was the type of person, because she was out there in the streets and she did her thing, and you couldn't play her. So young girls would come to her and they would be talking, and my mom was like, listen, everything you're trying to do, listen, I got the t-shirt, I got the trophies, listen, you can't pull that stuff on me. And she would go right to the core of what needed to be said. And I said, Mom, how did you get there? She said, you know what? She said, better yet, she says, I got to go to prison. I got to go to prison. In other words, she looked at her imprisonment as freedom to hear from God. And she says, I'm not carrying around the guilt of my past anymore. So how do you do that? She said, I got it right. I said, how did you get it right? She said, all the people that I hurt, I called them and I asked for forgiveness. And she says, and the ones that hurt me, I forgave. Forgiveness is one of the hardest things to do. And that's why this book is such a powerful book, because God knows that this unforgiveness thing is something that will cripple you in your life if you don't have a handle on it. Look at this. Verse 15, for perhaps he was for this reason separated from you for a while. That's the sovereignty of God. He's running away to get away from Philemon, and runs into the Apostle Paul, receives the gospel of Jesus Christ, is converted, and becomes useful. His life matches his name. God sovereignly allows things to happen in our lives that our lives would match our names. What's your name? You are a royal priesthood. You're a holy nation. You're a person who belongs to God. You are a saint. You are a son and daughter of the Most High God. You are more than a conqueror. Perhaps he was for this reason separated from you for a while. Listen, while your kids are out there in the world, don't stop praying for them. Perhaps God has them out there so that they can reach someone that you wouldn't be able to reach. He says that you would have them back forever. No longer as a slave, don't miss this, but more than a slave, but a beloved brother, especially to me. But how much more to you, both